Behind the Roar, the official podcast of West Tigers. Well, hello and welcome to episode 25 of Behind the Roar, the official podcast of West Tigers, where we kick speculation into touch, where we give it to you straight and we learn more about the people and the stories behind this great club. This week's podcast has a real New Zealand flavour to it, ahead of our road trip to Hamilton this weekend, where we'll take on the high-flying New Zealand Warriors at a sold-out FMG Stadium, Waikato. So great news that it is a sellout. And it should be a wonderful atmosphere there. It is a home game for West Tigers, and the driving force behind that is so that we can give something back to the New Zealand people. The sacrifices that they went through for so long, would have been about 3 years almost, where there was no NRL played in New Zealand. So that's the reasoning behind why we are going there, and it is wonderful to see that the New Zealanders have embraced the game so well. So a sold-out stadium there. Our guests this week then, they are both born in Auckland. One is in his 7th season in the NRL after 4 seasons with the Warriors and 2 seasons with Parramatta Eels, including a grand final appearance last year. He is in his 1st season with us here at West Tigers. A warm welcome to Isaiah Papali'i.
Thank you, Chris.
And in his 5th season in the NRL and in his 2nd season here at West Tigers after 3 seasons with, a lot of seasons in there, the 2 seasons with Newcastle Knights. Welcome, Starford To'a.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey,
thanks for having me.
Hey, boys, thanks for coming in. I know it's your day off as well, and it's a sort of a quick turnaround from Canberra Raiders, and then we're heading over on late Wednesday night to Auckland, over there for a few days. So I appreciate you coming in. Just touching firstly back on the loss in Canberra, right down to the wire, huh? Right down to the wire. It was gripping there at the end. What I see is that there's still so much fight in you guys, right? And people might say, well, hang on, we haven't won many games. We can't make the 8, but you still managed to get up for every game, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think the boys, we've touched on that, where I guess our finals hopes is gone, but we have a lot to play for. A few boys leaving at the end of the season, but also I guess gaining some momentum as a playing squad and kind of building that momentum for the next season coming is kind of what we've been talking about, and also just playing for all our fans and making sure that we do finish strong.
Well, that's it, Starry, too. I mean, that you're a professional footballer, right? So I guess every time you cross that stripe, you want to give your best. You're hoping for a win, but you want a good performance, right?
Yeah, always. Every time I take the field, I always think, don't take any game for granted, because it could be a last. But on the game against the Raiders, whenever we're in a huddle or halftime, we would say, like, we got the blueprint to win this game, and I think after the game, everyone knew we should have won that game, and I think there was just a few executions that we got wrong, but our game plan, we're doing it pretty well.
Well, the blueprint, can you sort of elaborate on that a little bit? Because he's right. He's right. You do have it, and you did have it, and you did have the opportunities to win that game, right? But just a bit of poor execution here or there. What would you say that blueprint is then? Your style and what gets you into that sort of washing machine grind?
I think our blueprint is pretty simple. Like, our game plan is a pretty straightforward one, and I think we kind of just back our ability off the back of playing through the middle, and then getting the ball in the right people's hands and giving them an opportunity to kind of express themselves. And I think our spiners have been doing really well the past couple of weeks, and kind of just keeping it simple for all of us, and then kind of keeps us in a clear mind and knowing our role a bit easier.
I'll talk to you more about your role a bit further on as well, being an edge forward and with halves in and out, different halves each sort of week. It must have an impact. We'll chat about that Just back on that game in Canberra, too bloody cold too, wasn't it? How cold was it?
Yeah, it actually wasn't too bad to what people say, but
Out there for you boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You know, we ran out at halftime, and then you know, usually you get pretty cold in the change rooms.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting down for 10, 15 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you know, we're waiting on the field waiting for kickoff at halftime, and we're still waiting for Raiders. I was getting pretty cold, so.
No, I mean,
actually
it wasn't too
bad.
bad, actually, but it was pretty chilly once you got into the shade. But it was really exciting. What about that try? What about Stainsy's try? I mean, how good? Like, it was one of the classics so far this season. So Noffa was an intercept, wasn't it, from Noffa? He didn't quite have the legs. Then he's throwing a 40-metre, it'll be 50-metre pass.
Yeah.
It's almost, it's half a field or more. Lands on Brooksy's chest. He gives it to Stainsy. Stainsy goes over and busts his hammy in the process.
Yeah, it was a big momentum change for us. I think we were down 10-0 5 minutes ago, and you know, we were defending our try line, and you know, our defense turned into attack, and we were able to execute that really well. You know, enough we'll do some work on the speed training this week, but you know, it's good that we were able to actually finish a long range try, which we haven't been able to do lately.
You've been in the clear like that before, and you think, what's going through your head?
This
Will I
guy
get
is.
there? Have I got it?
This guy got a
Yeah,
long range try against the Eagles there.
I haven't had too much success with long range line breaks. I think, like the one last week we played the Souths. I should have backed myself. I kicked it, or
Yeah,
I don't know, just
yeah.
it's a bit of pressure when you make the line
Because
break.
once you're in that break and you've got the length of the field to run, right?
Yeah.
All eyes are on you. Right?
It's pretty hard to stuff up, especially when you got one person in front of you. But
Probably, yeah.
I remember back last year, actually. We're going to try. Do you remember we're playing Para or South? Was that Combank? And Adam Dewey covered like the diagonal. I don't know who he chased
Dragons.
down. It was
Dragons. He chased down
Dragons.
Tell
That was one of the best try-saving cover tackles I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. It was right in the corner too. So
Yeah,
I was
but anyway,
surprised, yeah.
and just on the offer too. Okay, he didn't have the legs there, but he scored his 100th try. So first player ever for West Tigers to score 100.
Yeah, happy for him. It took him a while to get from 99 to 100.
Yeah.
I think over 10 rounds.
But it came.
It came. So
Yeah, no, well done, Noffa,
Good
on
on him.
that achievement. So you'll go down in the record books. Our NRLW team, so they played ahead of you guys in Canberra too. So that's the first time we've had the double header. It was good having the girls around, and vice versa. You had a look at a bit of their game, and they saw some of yours as well. And a road trip for both clubs. Unfortunately, they suffered their first loss of the season. They'd won their first two games. What was it, 28-22. It again went down to the wire. They are up in Brisbane on Saturday, the NRLW team. It's good, isn't it? It's good quality,
Yeah.
what I've seen from them.
Yeah, they obviously started really well.
Yeah.
And even that last game, they were right in it, only losing by one try. So looks like they've got a good group, and I'm sure they'll do well for the rest of the season as well.
No, they're a really good group of girls. And I'm enjoying working alongside them. But the quality of the NRLW, I think it's just improved out of sight. And fingers crossed they can get to the finals and go even further. So they're against the Cowboys on Saturday around lunchtime in Brisbane, that one. And then a few hours later, we're in Waikato against the Warriors, the high-flying Warriors. Starry's doing those eyebrow raises. They've had a great season so far.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching them. Obviously, they've had a hard couple of years, but I guess they're just proving that being home is a massive part of it. And then I think, can't wait to be home as well.
They're going great guns. They're third on the ladder. I think they've won 7 of their past 8 games. Going to be tough. We'll talk more about that and where their sort of strengths are, what we need to do over there without giving away any trade secrets.
Yeah,
I guess you both must be looking forward to more than most going back home, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think last year was pretty cool when we went back for the first NZ game we went back for their first NRL game back home last year. That was sold out, so that was pretty cool game to be a part of. Have family there. probably
Yeah.
first game that they've watched me live.
So that was the first home game for New Zealand Warriors after about 1,070 days comes to mind, something like that. And that was us. And here we are again going back there with our own home game. The Warriors did the whole game a huge favour. I think everyone is aware of that and says a big thank you. But the fact that we are actually putting it into practice and taking this game over there, because you, Ice, would have been with the Warriors in 2020 when you had to relocate.
Yeah.
So for young fellas in the team, and like yourself, then we're still pretty young, but
Yeah.
that must have been really tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I found it a bit different. I think I didn't realize what we were doing until we were kind of in the midst of it, and then I kind of felt more for the boys with families that had to up and leave their kids and their wives. So I took my hat off to them for doing that, and then kind of just battling through to obviously resume the season. So it was definitely an experience, but one that I'll cherish forever.
And you didn't know at the time, I mean, you moved clubs, but for the other boys still in that team, this wasn't just going to be 12 months. It was going to be more like 3 years.
Yeah.
Crazy when you think about it, eh? Crazy. But again, I think that, they did the whole game a huge favour in the sacrifices the Warriors made. Righto, we'll talk a bit more about that as well and your time at the club. This is how it works, boys, okay? You'll hear the whistle blow. 6 questions, the opening set of 6, all right? Yeah. Then we'll dive into a bit more footy chat in the middle. Quite a few questions from the crowd have come through as well. You'll be pleased to know. Okay, some of them we have to censor. Yeah. We'll ask him.
Oh, good.
And then with about 5, see the clock up there?
Yeah.
There. Yeah, with about, where is it? With about
Imaginary,
five
right?
to go, I'm going to throw the favourite 5 at you.
Okay.
Moments, people, places, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then we're all done.
Okay.
Dunskies.
Easy.
Okay, you ready to roll?
Yeah.
Roll.
Give me another one. Give me a proper one. Righto, let's dive into the opening set of 6, okay? So NRL debut is Sunday the 5th of March, Ice, 2017. It's round 1, it's versus the Knights. It's at Mount Smart Stadium. You win the match, you come off the bench. In your team, you've got the likes of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Sean Johnson, Isaac Luke, Ryan Hoffman, Simon Mannering. Some big names there. And I think Sean Johnson's the only remaining member in that team, I reckon.
At the moment.
Yeah. Bunty. Is Bunty?
Oh, yeah. He's
Is he injured?
He was 18th man. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. The referees, there's 2 of them, right? Alan Shortall and David Munro. So there is the whistle. And away we go. Ice, what do you remember about your NRL debut and the lead up to that game?
I think I remember my family coming in the day before to present me my jersey. My nana was the one to hand it over to me, and that was a pretty special moment. And then the day of the game, I just remember running on and high-fiving Solomon Akata before I got a carry off the scrum.
Yeah.
That was my first touch of the footy.
Did it feel like this is like dream come true? I'm here.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I did let in a try that day, and we were down, and I got subbed off. So it was kind of like a wake up call, like a welcome. But we ended up winning, thanks to Ryan Hoffman. So it was a good day in the end.
Stephen Kearney, coach?
Yeah.
Quick quiz then. What was the score?
26-22.
Very good.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who scored a hat trick that game?
I'll say Fuss. Was it?
David To'a.
Yeah, it's good for
2
a try
out of
that.
2.
Yeah.
All right. 2 out of 2. Starry. Okay, so Sunday, 8th of September, 2019. You're on the wing. You got pumped by the Panthers. It was round 25, so I think it would have been the last round of the season. Yeah. At Penrith, in your team at the Knights, Kalen Ponga, Bradman Best, a young Bradman Best, would have been really young. Mitchell Pearce, Dave Clemmer was in your team too on your debut. I didn't know that. See what happens when you do a bit of research. Yeah. And like often happens, You score a try on your debut. Did you score a try? Nah.
Scored on, didn't score one.
You let one in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like, Starry? Take us back
Scoring
to
the
that
try?
day. No, I mean the debut.
Oh, the whole debut?
Yeah, the whole experience. The
It
week
was
leading
good.
up to
I
it.
remember the week leading up to it, they were naming the team on a Tuesday, and I walked in. Sean Kennedale, who was on the wing, who I replaced, he was obviously meant to play. And then he knew before, so he was kind of holding it in and trying to act normal. And then got to the team meeting, and the coach just said that I was playing, and I didn't know how to react to it. But I was pretty excited. I didn't think I was going to get that chance that year. But at the game, Mum come and watch, Mum and brother, and I think my welcome to NRL moment was dropping my first bomb.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I remember all week all I was thinking about was don't drop a bomb, don't drop
and
a
that's
bomb.
in your head.
And then Nathan Cleary puts up a big floater,
Oh.
and then it just comes off my chest and knocked it on.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I was a bit rattled from that, and then I ended up scoring an intercept try, which made up for it. So I was pretty happy about that.
How long? It was length of the fielder? Or?
It was 60?
Yeah, it's decent.
60 or 70?
Yeah. Well, that made up for it. But sadly, you lost. You lost. Do you remember the score?
It was 50 something, 12,
Yeah.
I think.
54-10.
I was on the wing too, and I think I made like 19 tackles, and I was
Go
like, "Is this NRL? Is this normal?" I made 19 tackles.
to the new guy.
Yeah,
Work him over.
yeah. There's a few players on my edge that were injured, so I was kind of
Doing all their work
Spotting
for him
the-
too.
our
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah. On your Starry. Who was your captain?
Mitch Pearce.
Correct. Who scored your only other try in that match?
Herman SSA.
Very good.
Yeah, I
100%.
remember.
Both of you.
Should have been
Well
double
done.
movement.
Your pathway. So both of you, you played a lot of union too, right, Isaiah? So
Yeah.
take us through your junior footy pathway and how
Yeah.
you got to your NRL day.
Yeah. I did play footy before going to high school, so I started off at Richmond Rovers for 1 year, and then I went to Te Aratu Roosters for 2. But then going into high school, rugby was the pathway I took, and for pretty much for 5 years, I was just a rugby player, focusing on that and playing rugby league on the holidays.
So why the switch
The rugby?
to league?
Oh, I was always a league fanatic. It was just rugby union at school, and New Zealand was a big thing, and I found the development was a bit better through that kind of route.
Yeah. Junior footy, when did you start playing? How did you came through? So you ended up coming through Newcastle Knights, sort of rep teams, right?
Yeah.
What about
so,
before that?
So before that, I was going to St. Paul's College. I was playing league throughout my whole junior career.
Is that a footy school?
Yeah.
League, yeah.
Yeah, it was a league school, so I went to a league school, played league there. I was going into my last year of school.
So did you go to that school because it was a league school? Or,
Yeah, I went there because it was a league school.
yeah.
Obviously, academics went all right there as well.
I don't know that, so that's not obvious to me.
Yeah, but I think in my last year of school, I wanted to stay and keep playing league at school, and then the Knights wanted me to make the early switch so I could properly develop through their system, and I went there a year early and finished my last year of school there.
And then how did it come that you were a teenager, up and leaves and goes and lives in Oz and recruited by Newcastle Knights at the age of what, 16 or 17?
Yeah, 16, 17. At the time,
Big
I wanted
decision
to.
for a young man.
Yeah, it was a huge one for me. At the time, I wanted to sign off the Warriors. I told my manager that I wanted to try to sign off the Warriors, but then he's didn't work out there, and Newcastle were keen, and I signed there, and they wanted me to come over early. So I was pretty happy that they were keen to have me and wanted me to develop over there. So feeling wanted was one thing that I wanted.
Yeah. And I suppose a few of your teammates, classmates at schoolmates, were they in the same pathway and ended up at the Warriors?
Yeah, there was one. Or actually, there's probably 2 or 3 of my classmates that ended up going for the Warriors system as well, and then one's obviously made the switch to Manly, Christian Tupolotti is on the wing there.
Yeah, right.
He was our head boy, but he made the switch as well. So.
Yeah. It must have been hard though for a young 17-year-old. Did you have many family or friends in Oz that you could sort of lean on, or was just like, righto, here we go?
Nah, actually, I had none. Still now, don't have any family here. Just friends really. But yeah, it was pretty tough. Getting homesick the first 2 years. But it's right now, like I see this place as home.
Oh, of course, yeah. So then you run into COVID as well. So for boys like yourself that don't have family here, can't go back.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. Like, obviously, it was hard for the people that have families in COVID, but it was kind of pretty good for the young players who could kind of hang out with each other inside the bubble. But at the same time, for like the Kiwi boys, like we couldn't go back to New Zealand for probably 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So we couldn't see family for that period.
Tough times, eh?
Yeah,
and
It's
we
weird
don't
to
really
think about it now.
No, but it puts it in perspective now that we're all sort of back to the norm now, right? And I don't know, the average rugby league fan, our members probably don't really know how difficult that might have been for you guys as elite sportsmen, having to deal with that sort of stuff as well. I know for me, I probably, but when you talk to you guys, it hits home a bit.
Yeah, it does. Especially like kind of mental well-being side of things, like after games, or it's kind of hard to talk to someone when you don't have any family there or just friends.
No, it puts it into perspective. I think we probably do take it for granted.
Yeah.
We hear about it, we read about it, but until you actually talk to boys that have gone through it, like yourselves,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a good life lesson, and kind of I found it a blessing where it kind of set me up for my move to Parramatta, where I had a year to kind of find my feet, living in Aussie, but with all my accommodation and things like that sussed out for me. So it ended up working out pretty well. Like now I find it Sydney like easy to live in, and got a lot of friends and family that are here that I can lean back on if I need it. But
and now you can jump on a plane if you get a bit of time off and head back there, but you couldn't back then. We're up to tackle 5 boys in the set of 6 too, by the way. I thought I'd just keep on track there. Away from footy ice, what do you get up to? Tell us more about yourself.
Away from footy is pretty plain. I just like to play golf and play video games. Yeah,
you're a bit of a gamer.
Yep.
With the golf, you'd smack it, wouldn't you? Big on the driver.
I tried. I don't hit it very far on the drive. Oh yeah, I'd like to maybe don't swing as hard, but try to be a bit more accurate. It doesn't always work out.
I saw it last year. No, was it this year?
This year,
the
Camden.
golf day.
Yeah.
Did you get best dressed?
Yeah, should have. I don't think that was an award.
I gave it to myself.
Something out of tin cup.
You gave it to yourself.
Yeah. If we
voted over played, all, yeah. Well, if you gotta look the part, right?
Yeah, I didn't play that well, but.
Well, you Star, you like hitting them as well?
Yeah, I think.
Who's the better golfer?
Oh, he is at the moment.
Are you just learning?
Yeah, still learning. I think it was that golf day at Camden that kind of made me want to keep golfing.
Golf bug.
You got the bug. You got the golf bug.
Golf bug.
He's put me under his wing.
He's got a brand new set of clubs like 2 weeks ago.
You want to make sure the bug sticks around before
That's
you go.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we've got a good set, so you can make sure you put it to use.
Yeah, or you get the bug, you buy the clubs, you spend a couple of grand on that or whatever, and then you'll lose the bug.
Nah,
then you'll have the clubs on.
I have not.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah, it's a good hobby you can play outside of
it's a great game.
And when you retire. So.
I had the bug for about 12 months.
Is that all?
How'd you go?
It's expensive sport.
I just wasn't improving. Was not improving. It's probably getting worse.
Me. Yeah.
Gave it away. So what else apart from golf and gaming?
I also cut hair sometimes on the side. Like
of course,
bit of barber work. Yeah, I used to work in a barber shop every now and then.
Whereabouts?
Back home, I worked there for like 2 weeks before I moved, and then I had a barber shop in.
Were you cutting or just sweeping?
Both. Apprentice. I was an apprentice. So
you could get a gig down here in the barber shop at the Zurich Centre.
I think you already cuts half the team up.
There?
Yeah.
Sort of. A few of the boys, not everyone.
Justin Matamua's looking a lot shorter these days. Did you do that?
Nah.
I hadn't seen him
yeah.
for a while,
He cuts
Jussie, and
my
he
hair.
had the big.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
came into training one day and it was gone.
Who's this bloke?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's all right. Easy to look after.
There's a couple afros that started here. Now they're all gone.
Gonski.
Yeah, we were meant to be the
Yours-
hair bears.
Yeah, the 3 hair bears. There was you, Jussie Matamua, and
AJ.
AJ.
Yeah.
You weren't too keen on doing that photo for the Telegraph, were you?
I think after that photo, we all cut out. Yeah.
We must try and get a shot of that photo. It was a good photo, I thought. Yeah, you've all cut them. Oh, well. Do you run faster with not carrying such a load?
He looks slimmer. I reckon he looks slimmer when you.
So do you cut your own hair, Starry?
Yeah, I do sometimes. Every other week, I cut my hair. 1 week at the barber, save money a bit. Yeah,
I might. Would you mind doing a bit of work?
yeah. Work on the
Yeah.
crease.
Got a mullet.
Oh, no. I've told
Dude,
my kids want a mullet. They keep saying, "Dad, can we?" I said, "No."
Nice skin
no,
fade.
No. Well, you can get a mullet, but you're not welcome back here.
Yeah, shucks.
So that's a bit hard, tough parenting. I had a mullet when I was about 18. Hideous.
Had to find a photo.
That's what it's meant to be. Hideous.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the set of 6, boys. I think we've got to know a bit more about you.
Bryden's lawyers are the lawyers you know and trust. If you require legal representation, then why look anywhere else? Call Bryden's lawyers on 1800 848 848. Bryden's lawyers, we do support you in your time of need.
Let's talk a bit more footy then, and just back onto your move then, Starry. So you've moved over 16 or 17, and you played Australian schoolboys, and I'm thinking, well, hang on, you're a Kiwi. How does that happen? But you went to an Australian school, so
Yeah, so I think when I went to school here, that was a goal of mine to try and make the Australian schoolboys because I know it was a big achievement here in Australia, and then I think the success rate of making the NRL was pretty high as well for making it, and was also a tour of England, so I was real keen for that. Yeah. I also made the New Zealand schoolboys the year before, so look,
take whichever you
switch
want.
over, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with it. We had a good crew too, so
Who
I
would
enjoyed
have
it.
been some of the boys in that team? That kicked on?
There's some good big names that kicked on from there. There was obviously Bradman,
Bradman Best.
yeah, Tom Dearden,
Yeah.
Stephen Crichton,
Right.
Jason Saab,
Yeah.
Tessie New, yeah, just to name a few.
No, I mean, it is, it always has been the Australian schoolboys. It's almost like, right, you make that, you can almost, not write your own check, but you will have agents and you will get a foot in the door. And
it was a good path.
yeah. Well, great to have you here. Would you say this, your form this year has been for the best of your career?
Yeah, obviously, getting a bit more recognition and getting more comfortable playing my type of footy. It has been hard last couple of weeks because we've been chop and changing, combinations. So it's been hard to kind of get that right. Where there was a period in the middle of the year where we had the same team, so we kind of played well together. But trying to play my own game. But I've been enjoying it a bit more this year than previous.
Yeah, and you look like you are too.
Yeah.
Would you say, Ice, that Starry's got one of the? You finish your sentence. Starry has got one of the best in the competition.
Fins.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left hand.
Left hand boom. You don't want that in your face. You always.
Stefan, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is that what you were going to say?
Is that
It was. Yeah. Defo. Love it. It's good. It's lethal.
Yeah.
It's a lethal
It's
lefty.
like a punch. Yeah. It's
like a punch. You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No.
You ever get pulled up on it? What if you into the face? That's fine, isn't
That's
it?
sweet. Yeah.
I always aim for the chest.
Always on
Yeah.
your chest.
I always try to get them off guard,
But if it
like
goes-
off balance first.
Boom, boom,
That's-
bang.
Yeah.
Give
Try
us
to
the
get them.
boom, boom, bang.
Yeah, you got to get them off the footwork first before you fend.
Okay.
Yeah. Tip.
You got that? Have you got much of a fend in your arsenal?
Not playing on the left side.
Yeah. So, yeah.
He does have one.
Oh. Yeah.
Hang on. So you're
Right.
yeah.
So then when I
boom.
have to go like that to change buttons.
Yeah. You come on the
So
right
you could
side.
play left centre, could you? Well, you could.
I can, but it's
But boom, you have
Yeah,
it
it's
attack
weird, yeah.
wise would be won't
difficult
be
to adjust.
Yeah.
I was just going to say where that patch we were going pretty well and we're playing some really good. We're still playing some good footy, but we were getting some wins. It was a bit of consistency, wasn't it, in the team? Makes it a lot easier. But that's, I guess, it happens.
Yeah.
Not many teams get to keep the same 13 or 17 for the whole season. I was just as an edge runner, Ice. When there's changes in the halves, it probably makes it more difficult because you need to have a really, really, I imagine, good understanding, almost telepathic understanding with the half you're running off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So at Para would have been.
I was always Moe, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I've played with maybe 3 different halves. So
Yeah.
it has been, a little bit of a challenge, but I think you just get used, like you said, with the chemistry, you get used to how that certain half runs the ball or
Little
how he takes the
nuances,
line
right?
on.
Little,
So,
yeah.
you know how to kind of have your timing off, how they run their plays. So it's been good having Brooksy back out there with me on the left edge. And I think not only for myself, but just the team as a whole, his voice is massive and kind of leads us around the park really well. And I think these past couple of weeks has been, although we haven't won, it's been more of a consistent game for our team. And
Your family's quite interesting, Ice, right? So your mum, Lorena?
Yep, Lorena.
So she was playing for the Warriors inaugural NRL.
Yeah, the
W
first
team.
year, the NRLW
So
kicked
what
off.
year was that? 2018.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2018 sounds right.
So I don't think this will ever be broken. So you were the first mother and son to be playing NRLW at the same club. Oh, it's not going to happen again, is it? Who knows?
Never know. Yeah, it might be the
How
first of
cool.
many. Yeah, I don't think it really hit me, but when you say it like that,
What? Having your mum around? Having your mum at the same club?
No, it was Ruben Wiki.
that's father and daughter, but they
Oh,
didn't
same
both
thing.
play at the same time.
So Ruben's daughter.
Yeah, she plays at the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's what I
that's a
can think
first or
about.
something, Yeah, I
Play
think
the
that's a
weekend?
first as well.
Did you
Hey,
play at the weekend?
yep. Oh,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It over my head.
yeah. So
But
something
playing at
similar.
the same time, that's crazy.
no,
That's
yeah,
crazy
I know,
cool.
no.
That is.
It was weird. It was cool. I think I rocked up to one of the games, and they were the game before us, and I was just
Hey mum.
sitting there like,
game day
what?
rookie?
Yeah, nah,
Sure.
I can't even remember what we did that day. Yeah,
Right, to pack your bags together. Look,
nah.
off we go to Mount Smart.
Yeah, she she's a real competitor. So I think when that opportunity came, she started going above and beyond with her recovery and making sure she was in kind of good shape to be available for selection, because obviously there was a lot of young girls pushing for a spot, and she was just an old battler. She was an old battler.
Oh, don't say that.
Dusting off the shoulder pads and the headgear. So
Do you think she could still mix it?
nah, she's just a supporter now. Well,
Sure.
right now,
Yeah.
nah. She's
Full-time mum.
she's. I think she would think she like.
What if we
can.
had a couple of injuries in the NRLW team? So what was your mum's background before footy?
Yeah, she was like, she grew up playing footy, like, but she was, I think she was New Zealand born, but Aussie raised in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then back to New Zealand, to kind of met my dad at a pretty young age. They had me when she was 21,
Right.
and dad was 23.
Yeah, that's young.
And then I'm only child, so kind of just brought up around cousins and
around
young
sport.
parents, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
in sport,
And so
you know.
your family owned the gym, right?
Yeah, they currently own a
In
gym
Auckland?
Yeah, Avondale, Auckland.
Yep.
And they run it with family and friends that kind of enjoy doing CrossFit as well, which is pretty cool. Overflow CrossFit.
Shut up. What's
Yeah,
that?
that's the name of their gym.
Oh, is it?
Overflow CrossFit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
This is being aired in New Zealand as well, so there's a little plug.
Yeah.
Is it near the hotel we're staying at, maybe?
Oh, I don't think Auckland's that big, to be honest. So if you live in Sydney, it's kind of just down the road. But
Yeah, no. I don't
20
think
minutes?
I don't need to be going to a gym.
Yeah.
Don't own a pool, do you?
Uh,
Olympic pool over there? Can you get me some?
Olympic pool. Oh no,
I need
Olympic
to do some
pool.
laps, but I'm in Auckland.
No way.
Is that Newmarket?
Yeah, you go Newmarket.
Okay. We know someone there?
That's only
Yeah.
It's $9
Get
to
me
get in.
No, no, but $9 is $9. If we
It's a big pool too, so
yeah.
Just take a polo.
Just wear the polo.
yeah.
Get in.
Free
Can you stop
entry.
doing that with those eyebrows, Starry? give us a look.
That's how
Do
you
one down the
talk. That's how
camera.
you say yes.
Do one down there. Do one down there. Go. Yeah.
Just saying yes, agreeing.
Yes, I like it. And so you own the gym. The family owned the gym. So it was all. You're always going to be good at sport, right? You're
Have
destined.
to be. Yeah.
Weightlifting champion. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it kind of came from doing CrossFit with my uncle. Well, that's how we all got into it, really.
Yeah.
When I was 12, and a part of CrossFit, Olympic lifting is a part of CrossFit, and then I kind of got picked up from a dude named Richie Patterson to go trial for New Zealand.
Right.
But there wasn't many other kids doing it at that age. I was 14 by the time.
He's a man child.
And then we went
to develop young.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not in
Starry,
height
still
because I just got
developing,
stuck.
Starry?
And then I went to New Caledonia for a weightlifting comp, Oceania.
Yeah.
What's that?
Where's New Caledonia? Like just next to Australia, right?
You went there?
It's near Queensland, yeah.
They
I don't-
speak French, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
French colony or something.
In Queensland.
No,
Just off-
next to
not far
Queensland,
off.
like so,
Yeah.
like
Like an island.
top right, yeah.
Oh, it's an island, yeah. New Caledonia.
And
Where's Old Caledonia? I don't know. Mystery question. Wow, okay.
Old Zealand.
Where is Old? Yeah.
Next to New
I
Zealand.
actually, yeah.
Is it? Maybe it's the South Island.
Submerged.
South Island.
Submerged.
true.
Submerged.
Is there a power battle between the North and South Island? Like, like we've got sort of state of origin. Is there we're better than you or you're better than us type thing?
Anything like
Nah.
that.
I think there would
Maybe
be if
start
you started something. Yeah.
There's always talk about it when state of origin is on, like, oh, maybe New Zealand should do something like that.
Yeah.
But
North v South.
I don't know.
What, for league or I
Yeah.
think it'd be more rugby.
Rugby would be
Because
a
South
good
Islands,
one.
yeah. But they did do one.
did,
yeah.
yeah.
Like 2 years
Where's
ago.
rugby? Where's rugby stronger? Is that more? Would you think in between
What
North and
island?
South?
North Island for sure. Huh? I actually
Yeah,
don't
maybe.
know. I'm not a big rugby.
Possibly.
You
fan.
just said for sure. What do you reckon?
I don't know because a lot of
Where is league stronger in
North Island.
North Island? Right? Yeah. Around
Oh,
North,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
way stronger.
I don't know. They're both pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess New Zealand's just good rugby overall.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, we won't mention the letters though. Oh, because
We
we
won.
don't have to.
Huh?
This
Oh,
is a rugby
2-0.
league show. It's a rugby league show. Just back onto your move. If we can just go a little bit. When you went with the Warriors 2020,
Yep.
relocated to
Terrigal.
Terrigal.
Yeah.
Other younger, you're only young as well. We're talking about the sacrifices that you made. Did you talk about it openly with each other? Like
Yeah.
How are we dealing with this?
Yeah, I think we did struggle pretty badly, and we had a welfare person with us, David Solomona,
Yeah.
and he just he wasn't even struggling himself. I think
Yeah.
it was just a big what's going on here, like we're just stuck in somewhere we wouldn't call home.
No.
But the boys did really well where we could just sit down and kind of talk about how we were feeling, or more just vent to pretty much anyone that was there,
Mm.
because we were all kind of going through it, and we were all on a similar page.
And then they relocated, and you moved to Parramatta at that time. But then they went.
Yeah.
Where else did they go?
Redcliffe.
Queensland?
Yeah.
Tamworth. Yeah.
Did they?
Based there for a while. And and like Terrigal's a lovely place. I spent all my
Yeah, it's
probably
really
all
nice
my summers at
They
Terrigal.
probably had the best
location
situation
for
for everyone. Because they had
But both people probably think, oh, they're all right. They're stuck up in a nice hotel and by the beach. They'll be
Mm.
fine. But when you dive into it, like really,
yeah, it's like a
what are we
it's a
challenged?
hard one because it's obviously a really nice place to be, but
But
just
nice
didn't
place to
really
be
like
with your
sign
family,
up for
right?
that. That was weird. Yeah, I liked it though. I was I think I was like 21. I was just
Yeah.
playing games with my mates.
And your girlfriend Ellie, are you engaged yet, or is that going to be? Did you want to do it on? You could do it on.
Hey, no, not yet.
Sorry, mate. So, but she's very good sports woman herself and plays for New Zealand netball. Yep. And also with the Northern Stars, yeah?
Yeah.
Over a 2 year period, or you probably only would have seen her a handful of times.
Yeah. It was always like a weekend where we could fit it in, or the off season was probably our longest time together. It was like maybe 2 months.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then, just kind of FaceTime and texting.
Well, I'll
Regular,
tell you
yeah.
what, I mean, the relationship is, I'm sure it's probably stronger for it, that if you
Yeah.
could not see so much of each other for so long, it would be.
Yeah, I think.
And she's moved over here now, right?
Yeah, so she's moved over 2 months ago.
That explains it.
Yeah, concluding her. What?
Don't see him much anymore.
Don't see.
Bro,
much
we went
anymore.
golfing yesterday.
You just ditched your coffee brothers, eh?
Nah, I make sure keep the balance. But yeah, she moved over two
I
months
was
ago.
sort of saying that, the smile on your dial every time I see you. You
I was
just,
always smiling.
just look. There she is. But see, on a serious note, in terms of football life, having her here with you now,
Yeah, it's been
Great.
awesome. I don't know, kind of just having someone there after a game or someone just to hang out with.
Mm.
And kind of just kick back at home. And we kind of missed out on that for a couple of years, and I guess it's kind of just made it that much better now that she's here full time. We kind of understand that. Can't really take it for granted.
Warriors then this weekend, like they've had a great season. Are you surprised by how well they've been travelling? And why do you think they're being able to so well?
I'm pretty surprised by how they're going, compared to previous seasons. But, they're doing well to be in the top four. And I think the middle forwards that they've added to their squad, complements them and lets Sean Johnson do his thing. He's been going real well this year. So,
Well, he's having
middles.
a marvellous season, isn't he? And your halfbacks playing so well consistently, it certainly helps, doesn't it? Yeah. Andrew Webster, the new coach too. I mean, in the running for coach of the year. Have you played at Waikato at this stadium? Either of you? No.
I haven't played there. No, I've went and watched the game there, but
Yeah,
haven't
I think
played
I'm the
there.
same. I just watched NPC there.
So, I mean, you haven't played there, but you've been there, right? The 24,000 crowd. It's going to be rammed. It's going to be great. I mean, okay, probably most will be Warriors fans, but we have got a good following in New Zealand, this club, West Tigers, and that's largely due to the Benji connection. And Benji's going to be, we'll have official welcome ceremony there as well, and it's good. It's good. Looking forward to it. Wouldn't it be nice?
Mm.
Wouldn't it?
Business trip.
Yeah.
Business trip. We're there to do business.
They're going to win.
Yeah.
Other than for last year. So hopefully return the favour.
Outside.
But they're going well, so
Yeah.
Be a good challenge.
Yeah. Right. Let's get some questions from the crowd. Cool?
Yeah.
Bryden's lawyers are the lawyers you know and trust. If you require legal representation, then why look anywhere else? Call Bryden's lawyers on 1800 848 848. Bryden's lawyers, we do support you in your time of need.
Got plenty have come through.
I think I've seen one. He's tagged me in Insta.
Yeah. Popular boys.
the
Mount Smart Joker.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah, I was
Popular
like,
boys. Joey Lombardo. I know things haven't gone to plan this year, boys. Hopefully we can challenge for the top 8 in years to come. Do you guys believe in Benji's current vision for the team? And can you see yourselves stick around for the long haul?
Yeah, I believe, we've all talked about like next year and years to come that we can make the top 8. And I think every player believes that. We've been losing some narrow games that we think we should have won. Under Benji, I think everyone, supports him and backs him. I think everyone likes being coached by him. He's a good character in the team. He likes to get around the boys, and I think that builds good connections, and that's someone you want to play for. So, and with his past, he's a legend in the game, and I think everyone, really wants to make him proud.
Mm. He jumps into training a fair bit too, doesn't he? I mean, he's still very
Still got
gifted,
it, yeah.
hasn't
Yeah, never warms
He could
up.
play still, couldn't he? Would you say he could still?
Yeah, he definitely could play. I think he hinted about playing this week.
Oh, there's a scoop.
But he never warms up in training, but he'll just jump in there training and
I've seen him.
you
Yeah.
know, still got his left foot step, long cutouts, and
Long cutout, no look.
always pulls out his
bang on
little
the money.
jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, special
he's
talent, isn't he?
good.
The Mount Smart Joker. Okay, boys, here's the important question for you. Mince and cheese or steak and cheese? C is in the Tron.
Tron. Is that what you call it? Hamiltron?
Yeah, it's the Tron. I don't know why.
Is
but-
it?
Yeah, they call it
Hamiltron.
the Tron. I don't know how I got that name.
Steak and cheese. Oh, for me,
Are we talking pies here or what?
Yeah.
Good.
Have you had a New Zealand pie?
Don't think so. Mince
you
and
need-
cheese or steak? That's the go-to,
Yeah.
is it?
I'd say mince and cheese is more reliable.
Yeah. That's like our Aussie meat pie, right? Our typical Garlos. Is your,
10 times better.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a challenge.
Pastry,
Yeah.
cheese.
What, bakery pie, is it?
Mm.
Yeah, bakery.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we were there in February. Remember we did the preseason game and we took a detour, traveled about 30 Ks, didn't we, to go and find a bakery for one of these pies. That's why it was.
30 Ks.
Oh, we went round the blocks
Yeah.
to try and get these pies.
They're everywhere. Oh, did you go to
Rachel was
Ree?
with
Oh,
us.
everyone says the one in Ree was
Was Vince with us?
pretty good.
I tell you, we were travelling for an hour to find these pies.
Yeah. I'd always, what would you say?
Steak and cheese.
Steak
yeah.
and cheese.
Grew up on mince and cheese, like loved it, but
Yeah, I was the same.
But you
yeah, I don't
graduated
know
to the
why.
steak.
Yeah, now steak's kind of.
I like the steak as well.
So I've
If
got
you
to
find
have
a good
one
one,
over there,
You
right?
have to find a good one though.
Yeah.
I hate ones that are real
You have sauce on them?
fatty. Yeah, tomato sauce.
Soy sauce.
Either or.
Don't have to.
Because a meat pie without sauce is yeah. I tell you what, do they charge for the tomato sauce over there when you buy one of these pies?
50 cents.
See, I say that's un-Australian. Do you say that's un-New Zealand? It shouldn't happen.
Gotta make money.
Oh, come on. 50 cents for those little squeezy things.
Yeah, well, pay 50 cents. Easy.
Oh, you can't
Surely
have it
got a
without it. You
50
need it, right? You have to have the
Nah.
sauce.
You don't have to.
Don't have to. It's pretty good
Is it?
by itself.
Yeah.
I'll take you when we go over.
The same pause on.
Oh, Dane Laurie's sent one through. I wonder if it's the same
Dane
Laurie. Who's the best golfer at the club?
Not Dano.
Not Dano. Yeah, he definitely sent that in.
How does he go?
At the club?
Yeah.
Players?
Yeah.
Just the
I
players?
think Scando and that are pretty good, but out
No,
of the
no,
playing
players,
group,
players.
I mean,
Well, players, yeah. There's not really
Iceman's the
many.
best.
there's not many
No.
that play.
It's not for good.
He doesn't really
Not
play.
for players.
He'd dress well. He'd have the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen play, so I'd
No.
have to say.
Okay.
Out of
Isaiah.
two people.
And this one finally, Jaden Smith, your favourite quote from a movie? Favourite quote from a movie?
If you're not first, you're last. It's the only one I can remember.
What was that in?
Talladega Nights.
Give it to me again.
If you're not first, you're last.
In the accent,
If you're not first, you're last. That's all I remember.
I wish I had one.
You can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men.
Man, I know some good ones, but they just don't come to my head.
We gotta watch some more movies. Right. Geez, look at that. We got to get into the favourite five.
Oh,
Okay, because you got to get out of here. I've got work to
Yes.
do as well. Righto, let's dive into your favourite five. Starry, you first, mate. As a kid, favourite player growing up?
John Johnson.
Wow, really? Yep. Ice?
Greg Inglis.
GI.
Change my answer. Greg Inglis.
GI. Yeah, both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, 'cause you're up against Sean this
yeah, I
week.
don't want to
Put one on him.
pump him up. Yeah.
Big left palmy. Boom.
Other side.
Other side.
Other
Sean,
side
if you're
of the field.
watching, show us it, palmy. Show us it. It's coming your way. Go on. Down the camera there. No, don't wind him up. We don't want to
Yeah.
wind him up. Yeah. Anyway, he won't be
the
watching
bear.
this. No. Best moment, Starry, in your career so far?
Probably my debut or my 50th game.
It's the 50th recently. So who we play?
Cowboys.
Oh, yes. At Leichhardt.
Like,
Not
No.
what? But, no.
Yeah,
No.
that one.
yeah,
That's
not
that
in the
time.
other one.
No. Where? Which other one?
Not in the
We
other
flogged
stadium.
them. There's only one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, nice. And you start, Icy, but your best moment in your career so
My
far?
100th game, Jersey Prezzo.
Right.
My mum and dad came over, surprised me, and I didn't know they were coming.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Favorite food, favorite movie, favorite song.
All in one.
all in one.
Favourite food would
movie,
be-
song. So Starman.
Favorite food would be Thai. Pad see ew, chicken pad see ew. That'd be my
Yeah,
probably
I
my
think Brooksy said
favorite
that.
dish.
Someone said that. Yeah,
Thai?
Pad See Ew. Yeah. Movie.
Movie probably Don't Mess with the Zohan. That's probably my favorite all
Okay,
time.
I
There's a
don't
lot of quotes on there that I can't remember, but
I
can't.
don't think I've seen it. Song.
Favorite song? Oh, way too many. Probably
Eminem, is it?
Ooh, I do like Eminem,
Thought so.
but it's not Eminem.
It's the only rapper I know.
Lil Baby, probably don't know, but
Rattle something off.
Freestyle. Oh, it's called Freestyle. The song.
Yeah. What are the words? Can you give me a...
It's
How's it go?
probably said
Oh, censored.
Yeah.
Right. No. Okay.
showdown.
All right, Icy. Food, movie, song.
Type of food, probably Italian. Just pizza, pasta.
Yeah. Here and yeah.
Yeah. What was that? Movie.
Yep.
Cool Runnings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And your beats.
last one. I was probably last by Bruno Boy.
Your toughest opponent. Or you have a thing.
Positional or just
Anyone you've come up against. Yeah, no, not positional. Or is it someone you've come up against and it's just always been a really tough day at the office when you run into this bloke?
Trying
Someone-
to tackle like Jason Tamalolo. He's just so wide and
Yeah.
full work fast.
Yeah.
I'd say
Get that.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He's pretty hard to tackle.
I imagine he would be.
Yeah. He's pretty good. I'd say toughest or I don't know.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Roger.
There's some people that
Roger
just
and
run
Jason.
straight
Hard to
over
handle.
you, or there's
Hard to
people
handle.
that
Roger.
kind of use their footwork and speed to catch you off balance.
We've just rattled off a couple of
Yeah.
very good players there. Right, and okay, finally, dinner party.
Who am I bringing?
Yep, 2 guests each.
Gee.
2 guests each. So 6 of you will be at we'll do it together, shall we?
I'll do Ronaldo and I show speed.
You like you Ronaldo on who?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. Who's the other one?
Speed. He's like a YouTuber.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
him,
he's,
do I?
he's
I don't
he's
know him.
Out of
like
the-
very current.
I show speed
What's
is
that?
a young fella. Yeah,
Young,
Is he?
He's a
young
YouTuber.
generation will know him.
My
Yeah.
kids that know him.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. All above board, all legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And what about you, Ice?
Probably LeBron James.
LeBron?
Yep. And
Cristiano
another-
Ronaldo? Your YouTuber? LeBron?
I'd say
one
someone
more
from-
seat.
I'll say
Maybe
another.
Beta squad, I reckon.
Philly. He'd be funny to have.
Philly.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah.
be funny to sit down with.
I would have brought someone from Beta squad.
Since we're all together, 6 of us.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And
Six
what
of us. Oh, together.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
6?
Oh,
yeah.
So,
You mean
Well, 2 of you plus 2 of them, that's 6, Starry.
Yeah.
You're right about what school you went to, weren't you? What's on the menu? You want your pad see you, do you?
yeah, Patu, bowl of rice,
Nice.
and
You okay with that? Or you need
Lobster?
pizza? Yeah, some lobby.
just because,
Lobster tails?
yeah,
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. Cause
Yeah, nice. Well, boys, that's about it. So that was easy, wasn't it? Hey,
Yeah,
easy
thank
peasy,
you.
lemon squeezy. Thanks for coming in on day off. I mean that. And while we're travelling with you, so I was going to say all the best over in New Zealand, but we'll be there together. Let's hope we can put in a really good performance. It should be a great occasion for the club in Waikato. I was going to say try and get there, but there's no tickets left, so you can't do that. The NRLW team, it is playing the Cowboys in Brisbane on Saturday about lunchtime as well. And then we take on the New Zealand Warriors at FMG Stadium, Waikato on Saturday evening. So 5:30 here in Oz and 7:30 local time over there. Again, fellas, thanks for jumping in on this edition of Behind the Roar. Thanks for tuning in. If you do in future episodes want to send questions through, the best way to do it is via Instagram. Behind the Roar, West Tigers rather, BTR, West Tigers BTR, that's the handle. And if you are watching on YouTube as well, be sure to hit the bell icon, and then you get all the notifications. All right. Until next time, you know the deal. Same time, same place. Show your stripes. Behind the Roar, the official podcast of West Tigers.